everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the film Greta, the new thriller, starring most notably Grace Moretz. Come walk through this film with me. So as I said, I had no idea where this was going. It starts off, she's on the subway. She sees the handbag. Now, I realized later now, they did use the handbag sort of in promoting the film. Was not aware of that. At any rate, she picks up the handbag, have no idea the relevance of it. Long story short, she takes this handbag to the owner, goes to her house, and everything seems pretty on the up and up. And there's talking, it's an older lady, she's international. As they're sitting in her living room, and the vibe and everything, I will say it kind of had the look and feel of, say, like a Roman Polanski movie, if that makes any kind of sense to you. A lot of you may not know who that is, but if you do, maybe you can understand why I say that. At any rate, they get to have a little, I guess I'll call it friendship, but you can see that this lady was getting more personal as time went on, a little more touchy-feely and everything. And basically, at the point that she, kind of starts rubbing her hand, it's getting a little weird. But basically, at that point that she calls Grace Moretz's character, who's Frances, calls her in the middle of the night, then you start to figure, okay, this is going to be one of them kind of movies, one of them stalkerish kind of movies. Okay, I get it. And lo and behold, that's how it's starting to play out. At any rate, they move along. This lady gets to be extremely stalkerish. We've seen all that before. And then the roommate, right off the bat, her name is Erica in the film. Right off the bat, the first thing she does is go into the purse, which just seems super invasive. Goes all into it, which seems super invasive. Takes the money, totally inappropriate. Had no qualms about that. Said let's go buy some stuff, spa day and all this type of stuff. So right off the bat, they paint this girl as immoral and unscrupulous and superficial and vain. She didn't say let's take the money and help pay the rent, or go to IKEA and buy some furniture. Everything that she was saying we were going to use the money for was something very superficial and vain. Spa, a Chanel bag, clothes, all this type of stuff. And she was talking like, oh, you deserve it, blah blah blah. So from the get-go, they paint this lady as very vain and superficial. I'm not sure they even explained what her occupation was, but it seemed like she was either a fitness instructor or an aspiring model or actress, something like that. They may have said it. Frankly, I just don't really remember. But at any rate, the way they showed her, stretching, they was kind of portraying this lady as sort of, when you saw all that, let's face it, you were saying to yourself, this is exactly the type of character that gets killed off really early in the film. When they have them teen slasher movies where they all go out on a vacation or a cruise or out to the cabin. She's that type of person that usually gets killed off early on because she's kind of coming across as unlikable, and almost like she deserved it, almost glad that she got killed. We've seen that character 10 billion times before, and that's how they sort of painted this lady out. At any rate, alright, so she goes over to this lady's house, and that she goes into the cupboard or the pantry, and she sees all them bags there, and that's when it really got very creepy, and they showed at least 2 or 3 bags, and at least 2 of them had post-its on it, and at least one name, I saw one name was Susan Beale. I think everybody seeing the film remembers that name. There was a second name, if I was paying attention, maybe I'd remember it. Can't remember where they showed it clearly, but there was clearly like 2 post-its with names and phone numbers, which obviously was very creepy. And that's when this girl was creeped out. I just figured, I'm surprised that at some point, because I thought she was going to do this, call one of these girls that has the poster on the handbag. They set it up that way. You know what I'm saying? Why would they put a post-it there that has the name and a telephone number? They didn't have to put a telephone number on this post-it. I'm not even sure why there would be a telephone number on the post-it. But at any rate, there's a telephone number on the post-it. Are you not surprised, that Frances didn't call one of these people and say, look, by the way, I noticed that you had a handbag. I noticed that your name was on a post-it with Greta. Do you know Greta? And what happened with you? Because I kind of feel like I'm in the same situation and things are a little weird. Was she weird with you? And are you okay? Was she creepy? Did she stalk you like she's stalking me? Are you not surprised she didn't reach out to one of these ladies? Now, there were 2 post-its, 2 names. Aren't you surprised she didn't reach out to one of these people, one of these other girls, and find out kind of what the deal is? Wouldn't you do that? I thought that was a little surprising. Okay, so eventually she does meet up with Greta's daughter's partner. Her name is Alexa, and she was all nervous and sketchy herself. Never really explained that. It seemed like she had been abused as well, but they never really discussed that. I guess it doesn't make any difference. At any rate, she talks about how Nicole went through a lot of abuse and being in the box and everything. Basically, she was able to give Frances Greta's full backstory, and obviously that was very helpful. You have just watched the first part of a 3-part series. Please check the description box for links to the remaining programs. Thank you.